Hello everyone, thanks for joining in today. I decided to make a short video today on a track that I'm currently working on. This is the third track of several tracks that I'm going to have out that are based upon different works by Franz Kafka. The first two, This Too Shall Pass and Awakened Dreams, are already out, based on a few of his short stories. This current one is based on his short story In the Penal Colony. And I thought what I would do is just show you the sounds I've created for this track, as I'm at the point where I've got the composition pretty well complete and we'll just be putting it together. But this will just be sharing the sounds that I've created for that track and showing you kind of how they all fit together. For those who might be wondering, the DAW that I'm using is Mixcraft 9. It happens to work for me very well, and that's what I use. In this video, I used a couple of VSTs here to create these sounds. I used UJAM Beatmaker Void for the percussion. I also used Dune 3 synthesizer for some of the sounds, and also the Vital synthesizer, which I like to use a lot. And then I do have some audio samples as well. So just to get started, I'll show you where we begin. I'm going to just demo each sound and then kind of put them together so you can see how things fit here. By the way, the key on this, if you're interested, is in F minor. Chose that one deliberately for a number of reasons, but in any event, here we go. So first off, the percussion, that's always kind of a challenge for me, getting the right sounds, and that's kind of like something that's pervasive and holds things together, at least on this particular track. What I'm using is UJAM Beatmaker Void. This is what it looks like. I really like UJAM as a company. They have some really cool instruments. I enjoy their percussion instruments quite a bit and have been using them. So this is the one that I'm using, and this is what it sounds like. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put just a 4-bar loop here so you can hear, and I'm going to solo out the percussion. And here's what it sounds like. So that is Beatmaker Void. At least the particular sounds out of it. UJAM has, there's a lot of, they're really good instruments. If you're looking for some really neat creative instruments, UJAM is definitely a place to go. So the next thing that I did, over Christmas, I did, seems so long ago now, but I did get a copy of Dune 3, a synthesizer. This is what it looks like. This is one that I am still diving into. It's very powerful. So in this particular track, I'm pretty much using presets and then making some adjustments to existing presets. So the next one I want to show you, I did create this, well, not create, I used one of the presets in Dune 3 and then made some adjustments to it to come up with this. So I'm treating this as a bass line. So I kind of wanted to have that underneath as a bass line. And then also with Dune 3, there was another one that I found I made a few adjustments to. That sounds like this. So I'll be using this sequence as well. And then one of my favorite kind of go-to synthesizers is Vital. This Vital is really cool. This is a sound I did create here for this particular track in the Penal Colony. Well, based on in the Penal Colony. I call it Pendulate for a number of reasons I'll get into on another time. But this is pretty much just, I'm just using one oscillator and adding some LFOs and then also some filters, and also included some white noise in it. And this is what it sounds like. Okay, so also, just so you're aware, I do have a number of effects on a lot of these different tracks in here, which I can get into at another time if you like. Just let me know and I'll do that. Mostly a lot of reverbs, delays, and some other effects, like use the halftime, Cable Guy's halftime on this next one, which is a vocal track that I found. I got a deal on Loop Cloud just for samples, and so I thought I would try that out. And so far it's working pretty good. And I did find this one that I am going to use. I also, on this, I kind of have 2 layers of this here going on, and it creates some interesting effect where I shifted the vocals so the vocal goes over another. But anyway, you'll hear what it sounds like right now. If you're familiar with the short story in the Penal Colony, this is like my interpretation of it. And there's kind of course, Kafka's works are like this anyway, but there's this mysteriousness in this particular story. At least that's what I get out of it. And so I kind of wanted to get that feel, which is why I came up with, or chose this particular vocal track and then kind of put some effects on it and layered it like I did and shifted things around. Next up, I also found an interesting recording of some machinery in an empty plant. This is what it sounds like. So this is something that I plan on using just to add some atmosphere, some quality to the music itself. And when we start putting these together, you kind of see how they work. The challenge is always, for me anyway, is to come up with sounds that work together well, because they don't always do that. So it was a lot of effort and time to put this together. So I'm going to go ahead at this point and just slowly add in the different sounds so you can see what it'll sound like once we build in and everything is working together. So we'll start off with the Beatmaker Void percussion. And then we'll go ahead and add in the Dune 3 bass line. Okay, next I'm going to add in the sequence also off of Dune 3. Next I'm going to add in that vital bass line. Add in that vocal next, and you're going to see why I have that vital bass line, because it fits right in. So I'm going to add in that machinery sound now, so you can see just to get a little bit of atmosphere. Very subtle. That shows you the sounds that I will have in the next track I'll be putting out, Pendulate. I'm hoping to have this out in the next few weeks, so check back on the channel later and hear the full version once it's complete. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.